Hello and welcome everyone to the Age of Histories, and to this, the second episode of the AoE2 Wonders for 2025. In our last episode, we discovered the real-world inspirations for the Britons, Burgundians, Magyars, the Huns, and the Italian wonders. And for this episode, we shall uncover 5 more unique structures and their stories. Following your input, my dear viewers, I have added a new feature for each of the entries, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled and let me know in the comment section what you think of them. But that's enough dawdling around, let's wallow. The Ethiopian wonder is unique amongst its peers and wholly inaccurate in a very odd way, given that the Beit Amenuel church is not built but carved entirely from a single block of volcanic tuff, making it one of the most remarkable monolithic rock-hewn churches in the city of Lalibela. Work began in the late 12th or early 13th century during the reign of King Lalibela, leader of the Zagwe dynasty in Ethiopia, and carved as part of a larger complex intended to create a New Jerusalem for the Ethiopian Christians who were unable to visit the original holy sites due to the Crusades and the Jihads in the Holy Land. The architectural style of the Beit Amenuel, which loosely translates to the House of God, reflects influences from earlier Aksumite traditions seen in its design elements and craftsmanship. Scholars believe that it may have served as a chapel for the monarch or at least an aristocrat, given its elaborate construction and refined features, and still stands to this day as a significant historical and religious monument. This Svetitsko Veli Cathedral, located in Msheta, Georgia, began its construction in the early 11th century, around 1010 to 1029. It was built to serve as the principal Georgian Orthodox cathedral, as well as to symbolize Georgian unity and its monarch's spiritual authority. Being constructed on the site of an earlier church, the cathedral uses traditional Georgian cross-dome architectural styles combined with local craftsmanship, emphasizing harmony, stability, and sacred geometry. Svetitsko Veli can be translated to life-giving pillar or pillar of life, and according to tradition it is named this way after a miraculous wooden column believed to have held the robe of Christ, linking the physical structure to a divine presence. This cathedral was not only designed as a place of worship, but also as a national monument where the spiritual, cultural, and political lives of Georgia converge. Today, Svetitsko Veli remains as a vital religious center, embodying the enduring quest of a people to root their identity in geography, faith, and history. Hwangyong Temple was originally constructed in the 6th century during the reign of King Hyinwan of the Silla dynasty, as part of a grand effort to unify the Korean peninsula through Buddhism. The central feature of the temple was a 9-story wooden pagoda, which historical records estimate to have stood approximately 80 meters tall or 262 freedom feet for you Yanks, making it one of the tallest wooden structures of its time, with the intent of reinforcing the connection between the state and the divine. Over the centuries, Hwangyong Temple grew to become one of the largest and most important Buddhist complexes in Korea, The temple was mostly destroyed during the Mongol invasions of Korea in the 13th century, along with many other significant cultural sites. However, additional fires and conflicts over the years further contributed to its ruin. Although not much remains today, Hwang-Yong's legacy endures as a testament to the enduring pursuit of harmony between earthly powers and spiritual transcendence. Corvin Castle, also known as Hunyadi Castle, was constructed in the 15th century in Transylvania by John Hunyadi, a leading Hungarian military and political figure, as both a fortress and as a symbol of his growing power. Built in the Gothic style, the castle features massive stone walls, imposing towers, and defensive architecture designed to withstand sieges during the turbulent period marked by conflicts with the Ottoman Empire. Its construction combined military necessities with Renaissance influences, reflecting a desire to project authority and cultural sophistication simultaneously. Corvin Castle served as a strategic stronghold in protecting the region primarily from against the Ottomans, as well as a residence for the Hunyadi family, cementing their status among the nobility. Over the centuries, the castle suffered damages from war, neglect, and earthquakes, but has been extensively restored and preserved as a historical monument. Today, it stands as one of Eastern Europe's most impressive medieval castles, embodying the intersection of military strategy, political power, and cultural ambitions. The Great Malian Mosque of Jen was originally built in the 13th century during the Malian Empire, reflecting the spread of Islam across West Africa through trade, scholarship, and political influence. The current structure on which the wonder is based upon was completed in 1907 as a reconstruction by the French colonial authorities in collaboration with local leaders in an attempt to preserve the traditional Sudano-Sahelian architectural styles. Built entirely of sun-dried mud bricks and coated with a smooth layer of plaster, the mosque stands as a monument to communal effort and spiritual devotion, requiring an annual replastering by the townspeople to protect it from erosion. It still serves as both a place of worship as well as a cultural center, linking Jen to the intellectual networks of Timbuktu and other regional hubs. Over the centuries, the original structure faced threats from environmental decay, colonial influences, and more recently ideological extremism. Yet the mosque endures, not simply as a building, but as a living symbol of the fusion of faith, tradition, and collective responsibility in the face of both time and turmoil. And with that we have covered the second set of 5 wonders from this great game we all love, and I wonder, which one is your favorite? Do let me know in the comment section, and if you are enjoying this series, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons as it truly helps immensely. Our next video covering the next 5 civs will be out soon, but goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.